Good morning, welcome to Argyle Breakfast. We are here to take you through the morning with the aim of getting you in the mood for some football. Not that I necessarily think we need to do that because I'm sure you're excited enough already, but we're very happy to have you along for the ride. It is the third weekend of the new season, and after a win on Tuesday night, I think there's a little bit more optimism that Argyle can pull it out of the bag this afternoon and get their first victory in the league. And it is a trip up to Lincoln City for them today. All available for you right here on Argyle TV. Before the football, though, we do have 2 jam-packed hours of content for you here on Argyle Breakfast. Some great guests and some great interviews, so you will not want to miss that. Let's have a little look at what we've got coming up for you then. On the way, Argyle's record appearance holder Kevin Hodges will be dropping by. We've got 620 matches worth of stories to get through, so we'll try our best to get the most interesting ones out of him. And with Argyle women getting their season underway at Home Park tomorrow, we'll hear from the new head coach, Marie Hurahan, on how she's feeling ahead of it. So many great things to come for you on Argyle Breakfast this morning. Plus, of course, we'll have another attempt at our new game, Get the Badge In, which is chugging along quite nicely so far. We'll take a look at the leaderboard, see where things are standing. All of that to come, and slightly different this morning because helping me to bring you all of that is not my usual partner in crime, Aaron Cusack, but it is Charlie Price, who is deputising on the green sofa. Are you enjoying it? Are you nice and comfy?
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
It's first for me to be sat on this sofa.
Oh, okay.
Genuinely, and it's fantastic.
You've lucked out.
And I'm sorry that I'm not Aaron Cusack. I can't bring that usual
okay,
wit and what have you. But
just we've got a bit of variety.
Exactly.
And also, Aaron undoubtedly will probably, if he's not watching it right now, will be watching it back. So it's good to keep him on his toes.
Yeah, I know.
Going to come back.
He'll be
next
critiquing
Saturday.
me, though. I
yeah,
know that for sure.
Well, yeah, you'll get that. Where is Aaron?
It's a cracking question, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is a cracking question. I think he's given us a little bit of info.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Should you think we should find out?
Okay.
I'm interested to see where Aaron is, so we can talk about that afterwards.
Good morning all, it's Aaron here. I join you from Disneyland Paris, where it's a beautiful morning, but it's also the morning after the night before in Argyle's brilliant comeback win in the Cup. So hopefully that will be the springboard to kickstart their season. I want to let you know I'm not going to be there for the breakfast show on Saturday, but I wish you all the very best. No doubt, Erin, you'll be ably assisted by the wonderful Charlie Price, and I look forward to my return to normal duties next week. I'll let you decide if that's a good or a bad thing. But now, I wish you au revoir. I'm about to go and stand in queues all day to find 10-second thrills. See you later. Here we go! What do we think?
So good!
How are you think? You look dishevelled.
I think I am actually on the brink of tears.
That is remarkable.
My
isn't it?
face hurts. Is there any way we can scrap the rest of the breakfast show and just have that on
Play that
loop for the
loop.
next 2 hours?
2 hours worth of. He actually texted me when he sent that through to say that's my daughter Primrose screaming, not me. But
Right,
I think
yeah,
the
sure,
evidence
yeah.
clearly was
VAR.
Aaron terrified for his life.
Oh
on that.
my God, that was so good. Oh, I'm glad he's having a nice time. That's made my day. Oh, Aaron,
Hope you're having a great time with Q6.
you never cease to deliver. God, that's so good. So Disneyland Paris
Yeah.
is where it's at. I can't wait till next week to find out more about this. Excellent work. God, I'm really distracted now. Well, I suppose, okay, so we can't can the next 2 hours of the breakfast show just to
No,
have Aaron
shame.
screaming bets back on repeat, because we do have some excellent interviews and some excellent guests lined up. Welcome back. Just gone 10:15 here on Argyle Breakfast this morning. Hopefully you're enjoying yourselves so far. Now, I'm pleased to say in the studio we have a legend in these parts, Kevin Hodges. Now, I've got to make sure I get this all right. All-time record appearance holder, manager, and worked at the academy here at Argyle. He won promotion. He helped Argyle reach the FA Cup semi-final, and as you know, he is just a certified Argyle icon, and he joins us in the studio right now this morning. Good morning. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning, Erin. Yeah,
Nice.
Delighted to be here.
Yeah.
We could have done an even bigger kind of intro, but it would have taken the entire slot to talk to you, because you've done so much here, haven't you?
Yeah, I suppose, when you add it all up, it's I've obviously had a long association with the football club, and Plymouth Argyle very special to me. Obviously, it started from a young age as an apprentice, and was fortunate enough to progress through the ranks and get my first pro contract under Lenny Lawrence, and forced my way into the first team. And yeah, you don't sort of. It wasn't planned, put it this way. You don't go into something like this. Obviously, I wanted to be a professional footballer from a very young age, from 6, 7. Once we won the World Cup in 1966, and I was a West Ham supporter. I always dreamt of becoming a professional footballer, and that's what I wanted to do. And luckily, I was able to achieve that. But you don't go into it thinking I'm going to play all these games. It's just, I just love football. Every spare minute I had, I was playing with my mates in the local parks, and my progression was through the through, in those days it wasn't like local clubs, it was through district football, county football, and then I ended up at Bournemouth, and eventually signed as associate schoolboy on associate schoolboy forms, signed by John Bond, and spent a couple of years there playing in the youth team, as everyone knows. And played under some great coaches and managers at Bournemouth, Harry Redknapp, John Rudge, who went on to have really successful careers. And then I came here to Plymouth under Bobby Howe. Tony Waite was the manager at the time. He was like years ahead of himself, really, in what he was trying to do and achieve. Sadly, it didn't, go on further. We unfortunately got relegated that my first season, and then it took another 10 years to get back into what is now Championship League 2.
Yeah.
I was very, very, very fortunate, really. I was given an opportunity. Malcolm Allison gave me my league debut up at Bury, but it took a little while to sort of break in. It didn't sort of all come straight away. I had to be patient, and eventually, when Bobby Saxton came in, he probably gave me my real first opportunity to get a run of games. I think I played the last 8 games of that particular season that Bobby came in. And that sort of set me up for the following year, really.
Yeah. You do sometimes just need, as a younger player, you need that trust, don't you?
Yeah, it is.
Just to be like, actually, get in, show me what you can do, and then it's down to you, effectively, then, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. You get given an opportunity, you have to grab it. I was fortunate that I was the type of player, I suppose, creative player. I could create a go. I might chip in with the odd goal. My philosophy when I used to come on as a sub, and don't forget, we only had one sub in those days. Yeah. When I used to get on the field of play, it was like, I've got to try and make an impact. Now, whether that's scoring a goal or being creative and creating a goal. And luckily for me, I was able to do that on the odd occasion. There were some games you'd be running around and not getting a touch of the ball and didn't influence anything. But more often than not, I was able to do something, I suppose, which impressed the manager to give me another go. So that was great. But when you're in the career itself and you become more established, you don't look at the appearance side of things. You're just looking at the next game. You play one game and then your focus is on the next game, and it's sort of went through my career like that, really.
Yeah.
And I was able to, accumulate a few games.
A few.
Quite a few.
Yeah, more than 600. Are you able now, with that quantity of games under your belt, to look back and actually think these are maybe some select moments that really stand out to you in your memory?
Yeah, there are. I've got some fantastic memories, but I suppose the normal ones were the first real ones was my league debut. That was a special moment for me. Obviously, prior to that, getting my first pro contract, special moments. On the playing field was obviously, having a great FA Cup run in it. 83, 84. I'm getting a little bit forgetful on dates now, but I think it was 83, 84 season. And it was a fantastic, special time. The progression we made through the rounds and how the city came together.
The last time we beat Lincoln in March 2002, you were one of the scorers.
Yeah, makes us feel nice and old, doesn't it?
Look at that pitch.
Look at the pitch.
The pitch and the grainy footage. Yeah. No, it was a great day, really important time in the season, I think, and I was sub that day. Went on after about an hour, I think, and it's a bit of a, I don't know, a dangerous sound like my dad, but it's a bit of a throwback goal, really, in sense of what's he winning the ball in midfield, passes it to David, I think, a bit of interchange, lays it back to Lee Hodges, and it's a long, hopeful-ish ball forward, but Mickey tended to win all of those, and kind of that was my job.
Not hopeful to Mickey, though, is it?
No. My job was to kind of spin and run onto those, and it's kind of quite a good example of a goal that maybe used to happen quite often, but it's
almost. Well, there's two types of Paul Sturrock goals, really, aren't there? The classics, which is up into you along the floor, out wide, cross in, goal, and that feels a little bit like another one, playoff, Michael Evans. Although finishes from outside the box, Stoney, would you have had many of those?
Probably not, no. Thanks, Charlie.
Well, it's the best time to do it.
Absolutely,
it's when you're going for the title.
No, I think, as I said, the job when we used to play with those two up front, I think maybe we changed the system slightly when the manager made the changes at that point in the game. But as you say, every time the ball's in the air going towards Mickey, you knew there was a really high chance that he was going to win it. And I guess the question is whether he's going to flick it on or flick it backwards. And you can see on that one, kind of, I'm behind the play, but I'm running onto it, which really headed it right into my path, a couple of touches, and it just sits up nicely, and there we go.
Well, it is a triple whammy for live guests here on Argyle Breakfast this morning, because we do have one more guest to bring you. As we mentioned earlier in the show, Argyle women are taking on #United here at Home Park tomorrow afternoon, and someone who will be looking forward to that game is Caitlin Smith, who is an Argyle defender, and she joins us now in the studio. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having me.
How are you doing?
Very good, thank you. Yes, very good.
What do you think of the crib?
It's really nice. I mean, I've been in here before, but seeing it live is very good.
Set up properly.
Yeah,
rather
really
than
set
just
up.
The shell.
Just tables and everywhere, and it's not a changing room anymore. It's
Yeah,
nice.
oh my God, yeah, of course,
Yeah.
because this is like previously multifunctional room,
Yeah.
now properly set up. So you are kicking off your season tomorrow.
Yes.
How are you feeling in the run up to it? Because there's been a lot of changes, haven't there, in the team?
A lot. Yeah, no, really, really excited. Yeah, we've it's been a big build up. We've had about kind of 6 weeks of pre-season now, so I think everybody is on the same page, and we're just very excited to get going, and hopefully we can kick it off with a win tomorrow.
How is it, honestly? Marie's not listening, so it's fine. When you are, going through pre-season and you're playing pre-season games, you know that game is coming, and you know it's at home. You know it's at Home Park, and you're thinking, right, does this week change for you? Do you like? Is it a different feeling?
I mean, I guess so, because I think that whenever you play a normal pre-season game, like, you get excited for it because obviously it's a chance to like kind of gel as a team and keep playing. But then when it's an actual game that means something, all of a sudden I think everybody kind of really, it's just like a switch kind of turns on, and everyone's like, right, this is it now. Like, we've got everything we're doing now really does kind of lead up to this game. So I think that pre-season games have been really good, and we've got a lot out of them, but now it's like putting all of that into this one game, and then hopefully we can then move it forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And you signed a new deal just a couple of days ago? What day are we talking?
Well, it was last Wednesday and
Last
then got
one,
announced.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, this week. So
Secrets behind.
Yeah.
You announce.
Yes. So you're locked in now.
Yeah.
Ready for
that's
a new,
me. Yeah,
new
yeah,
season.
all good. Yeah, no, I it was obviously last season had a great year, so yeah, it was kind of like a no-brainer to come back and try and kind of correct what we could have done last year and try and get that this year.
What is your football history then? Because I think in the men's game often it seems a lot more straightforward, pathways getting into football. So I'm just really interested from the women's perspective, like how did your footballing career and passion for the game start?
I feel like most people that are in the women's game have a similar story, but so I've got an older brother who played when he was growing up, so he's 2 years older than me, and I used to copy everything that he did growing up naturally, I think. I've always loved sports and kind of being active and stuff like that, so when I turned about 5 or 6 was when I was finally able to start playing, so joined my local team, which was a boys team. But yeah, I was friends with a lot of them, so it was just like a big laugh and a good time, and went through my boys team till I was probably about 11, and then the idea of an academy came up. So I joined Hampshire FA when I was about 11, I think, could have been younger, and that was my first girls team. And then at 16, I decided to move on to Chelsea, and then from Chelsea at 18, I went out to America. So studied alongside playing, and then came back when I was 20, signed for Reading FC, did a year there, and then unfortunately the club folded and we had to kind of find another club very late notice, and then Argyle came about and couldn't say no to it.
Right, we're going to take a moment to do the new game here we have on Argyle Breakfast. So to get the badge in time. The rules are very simple. You've got 1 minute to name as many clubs as you can from the crop version of the badge. I should point out, Caitlin, I'm not teeing you up to do this. It kind of came across actually as very intense and terrifying then for a moment. You have 60 seconds. No, we are going to watch Zach Baker do it. But yes, just a reminder of the rules. 1 minute to name as many clubs as possible from the cropped version of their badge. And that goes from the Premier League all the way down to League Two. So Caleb Watts got 22 on week 1. Joe Hatch got 10 last week. So let's see how Zach Baker gets on now.
I'm Zach Baker and this is Get the Badge In.
Right, are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Newcastle, Charlton, Cambridge, Northampton, Stockport, Wigan, QPR, Exeter, Crawley, Leyton Orient, no, Reading, Bradford, Bolton, Port Vale, Colchester, Millwall, Portsmouth, Stevenage, Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday, Cardiff, Doncaster, Huddersfield, Lincoln, Tottenham, West Ham, Wolves, Birmingham, Blackburn Rovers, Coventry, Watford, Swansea, Bristol City, Leeds United, Oxford United, Fulham, Stoke City.
Time's up.
Nottingham Forest.
That was really good.
Wow.
You didn't get Everton or Southampton.
I don't even know if you breathed during
Right.
any of that. He was saying he can hear you frantically.
We've got, it's quite rudimentary, this game, if I'm being honest. We've got laminated pictures that you see, the cropped version, and we couldn't think of a sort of a better way to do it other than me hold it and go yes, no.
Right, yeah.
So, and I couldn't keep up. You could hear them flapping
the
away.
lamination wobbling in the background.
Is he's got too much time on his hands, clearly.
Yeah, should we have a look at the leaderboard, because Zach is up there, first place, 35. I mean, the
new Aaron Cusack, by the way, Zach Baker, I reckon, from last year's game, which wasn't this one. Aaron was miles ahead of everybody else.
And quite early on as well. So I think Zach
could well be that person.
I'd be interested if we do ever have an opportunity to get Aaron to do it.
We have to.
Because what was really nice is last season it was almost like the players versus like the Argyle TV staff, And we beat all the players,
Yeah,
I
we
think,
did.
pretty. Who was it? Adam Randall getting?
Yeah, Adam Randall came
nearer the top
quite
half.
close.
But yeah, Aaron just kept us sweet for the whole season because he could name
I'll
about.
have to get the women's team involved in this.
Yeah,
actually.
it'd be a
Get
good
the
game,
budget.
that.
How?
Probably.
But I mean, how are you feeling after seeing that 35?
There's absolutely no way I'd get anywhere near that. But I think I could give whoever got 10 a go.